So, welcome, ladies and gents, to a very festive-themed Team Islands, okay? We've got Team Islands, and I tried to do a little bit of research on this 800 ELO game. It looks like Thrashinator plays a lot of Arena, but has not played Team Islands over the last couple weeks. And then Baxter over here played a Team Islands game with Saracens just before this, but apart from that, doesn't play a lot of water maps. So I think maybe Red is trying something new. Maybe he saw in the tech tree that Saracen galleys fire faster and wants to experiment with it. And, well, here we have it. People here wanted Team Islands for whatever reason. Team Islands has two large islands. I know there's no teams because it's 1v1s. And holy crap, this is very unfair. Look at the wood. If this game goes on for a long time, Red is so dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 clumps of wood. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can someone please screenshot this and send it to me on Twitter or Discord or something? Or just post it in the Discord. Don't PM this to me because I don't want PMs with that and other things. But like, this is extremely unfair. If this was a tourney, this would be awful. Because games can oftentimes go down to wood on islands. Now, on normal islands, everyone would make the joke that I once placed 3 archer ranges on a neutral island, but there was no neutral island on Team Islands, okay? So we won't make that joke or bring it up or laugh at all. And there's really just not a lot to fight for then, which is kind of why I don't love Team Islands compared to islands. I like the idea of having extra islands to be able to compete for other things. So this is a bit more chill. Now, if you were to go for a landing, it is actually a lot easier to do on Team Islands because there's more space on land. So, especially a Red's base, because Red's base has very little wood compared to Blue's base. That is a strat. A lot of people don't expect it. I don't know what to expect at 800 ELO, honestly. Got no clue. I think they're going to know to dock. I hope they're going to know to dock. And docking and then adding a fishing ship would be the way to play it. Or I shouldn't say a fishing ship. Adding a few fishing ships is the way to play this. Yeah, that's a very good point, actually. The relics on Red's base are also very far forward. I guess Blues are as well, but... Thank God this isn't a tourney. The devs truthfully have to improve some things when it comes to balancing the maps they put in ranked. But the good news is, for the average player, it's like, this is completely fine. I highly doubt, and in fact, let me knock on wood. I highly doubt that this is going to go down to a wood game. And even if it does, I doubt Red is going to realize, oh, he has more wood than me. Okay, back dock for Red. Back dock is a strategy that you sometimes do if you do want to transport. Please don't make a mill. Don't make a mill. Do not make a mill. You need the wood for a fishing ship. Don't mill. Don't you do it. Resist the urge to play this like every other map, okay? This is good. Do not mill. Okay. All right, we learn. We learn. Okay, both players are learning. So let's use this as a learning tool, okay? Because players have been getting better at recognizing this, but I want to talk about why it's important, okay? So, your town center can produce villagers at a certain rate, and that is set, okay? There's no bonus or research. You can research in Dark Age to get more villagers than where Blue's at right now. He's at 7 seconds of TC idle time, which is pretty good. So you're capped with eco production. But if you make a dock, that dock is an eco building as well. So with a proper build, you have your TC producing all the time because you bring in enough food with sheep and boar. And then you have a dock, which also adds fishing ships. So you could have, instead of having 20 eco, you could have 22, 23, 24 eco if you had an optimized dock. And that's kind of the whole idea. Now, they both have gone back docks, which makes it really tough to find deep fish. And obviously, they're both 800 ELO. But in general, I think if you're trying to learn water maps, you go 5 to 6 on wood. You bring in your boars at similar times, but you skip the mill till later on. All right? I just want to say that I might have come off a little harshly here, but I've been talking about this for a while, and we've got a barracks now. See, look, Blue knows to make the dock, but he forgets because the whole mill and mining camp and barracks thing is ingrained into his brain that he completely forgot to add a fishing ship. Red's adding fishing ships. Red has 2 more eco because of that, despite having less production at the town center, which kind of proves my point. The Saracens have a very interesting bonus. Their transport ships are stronger. A lot of people don't know that. I'm thinking maybe we'll see back dock. The idea on a back dock, at least at higher levels, is it keeps your fish safe. A lot more safe than it would be if you went forward dock. And then you just make a transport ship and you sail around. And you go for an attack on their land. But it looks like this is going to be fast castle. I'm not really sure what their plan is just yet. Blue's going to bring in a boar. And we'll figure it out. Vikings are great with galleys, as are the Saracens. So if they commit to water, which they may or may not, they have the sieve for it. All right. What's up, Llama Duck? He says, I have time to settle into low... Oh, he says, not sure I have time to settle into islands right now. All right, fair enough, buddy. I'll see you around when you step back in later. Armin says, hey, T90, congrats for the 3-month anniversary. I assume it's today because Facebook told me I'm a sub for 3 months and I subbed on your first day. Is it 3 months? No, it's not 3 months. I think it's the start of my 3rd month is what it is. I think that would make sense, right? This is not 3 months. My first day on the new platform was mid-October. So basically the start of month 3. But 2 months completed at this point. So it's been a wild ride. Thanks for the support so far. Double dock for red. And by the way, I mean, a lot of people don't realize this, but shore fish collect slower than deep fish. So you do want to ideally be on deep fish. But double dock tells me that red's going to go galleys. Aren't you, red? Double dock definitely makes me think extra production. Oh, wait, we've got another dock. Triple dock. Whoops, what happened there? What did I click? Meanwhile, we haven't had a single fishing ship, and Blue is going to town on that shore fish. I mean, the dock does help with this. You can use your docks as a drop-off point for shore fish. And that'll end up being 400 food, but you've also got 225 here and 225 here. All right. Players oftentimes are confused on this map. So we have triple dock. At a high level, they triple down on the galley production. They go crazy. At this level, red makes a barracks. And so now, I guess the back 2 docks are for the fishing. And then the front dock is for the production. Okay. Going with the flow. Trying to figure it out. Red is stuck in feudal. Blue isn't going to produce out of the docks. However, blue is going to have a better fast castle here, I believe. It's pretty much how blue has played it. And blue has... okay, finishing the market, but blue has the outpost here. I really like the outpost because he knows sneaking might be a possibility. I really like that. And yeah, now he has the resources. Soon he'll have the buildings to go up to Castle Age. As for what the plan is, I mean, I'm not really sure, but congratulations to Red for realizing how strong fishing can be. Now, this is where it gets tricky, okay? The big thing about docking efficiency, especially when you back dock, is redocking. Because back dock equals safe fish, but less fish long term in that position. So for now, this is good. But just bringing a villager over here to dock, bringing a villager over here to dock, that's going to lead to hundreds more food coming in for you. Not that the fishing ships can't travel out there, but still it's going to be a pain for you, so. And so water maps they just require a completely different outlook on how to play the game. Now, Red didn't make a transport ship, but he does see this land here, and he might be thinking about it. He knows the enemy is there. And Blue also doesn't see that Red is there. Oh, wait, never mind. I spoke too soon. He sees it. And he's dropping a tower on the shoreline. Vikings do get longboats. It could be a strat here. You can only make longboats in the castle age. Wait, what is this wall? Interesting. I mean, I like the outpost. I'm not sure what the wall achieves. But a forward dock now for Blue makes me think this will actually be longboats. But 44 eco against 24. Red is going to be more than fine here, I think. Now, my suggestion would be if you're going to end up going for a transport type play, it's sometimes better to transport the villagers themselves instead of transporting the units. Because if you transport villagers and make a military building on their island, you can always make more after that initial army dies. Okay, blue is going to make longboats. That is the plan, and red is now on the way to Castle Age. So, yeah, this is good for red. I'd say the key here for red is redocking. And he doesn't know exactly what the enemy's going to do, but keep committing to Navy. If you control the water, you control the game here. He's got plenty of wood. He doesn't actually have that much gold. I think a lot of players are going to get surprised by this longboat play from blue. That is if blue continues to produce. Longsword boats. Obviously, you need fletching. So, both players are missing out on fletching. And there you go, red. See, I think red's going to win this game. I don't think blue understands how big fishing eco is. And I think blue has too many different strategies in his mind right now. And on one hand, he's thinking, let's prepare for the landing, which I guess is fine. But on the other hand, he's thinking, let's boom, which is, I mean, that's fine. That's a nice little TC right between the golds. That's very satisfying at the very least. But now you've got one longboat, and he really likes the taste of shore fish, apparently, and refuses to make a fishing ship. But this proves my point on the whole fishing ship thing. You can see the eco difference. And if you look at the amount of resources brought in, you can see the fishing ships have brought in 300 more food, but he's been able to have a lot of wood as well at the same time to bring in some other things to make the Navy. We'll see, though. I mean, the fishing is rather inefficient right now. It has paid off, but I would say it's rather inefficient. Saracen galleys do fire faster than other galleys. Will red realize that maybe more villagers are going to be needed on gold? The answer is no. As we have fletching now on the way for blue, or fletching in for blue, and blue with the micro nerd moves. Let's go. And now red is like, well, crap, I want to transport. I want to go for transports. But dude, don't transport from the front. Transport from behind. Be sneaky. Okay, red is very overwhelmed. Red now is housed. That awkward moment when you've made so many fishing ships your house, and now we see a second TC. What about blue's economy right now? Well, he does get a handcart at this point for Vikings for free. He's been making use of the handcart to put all the fish in the cart as he continues to take the fish. Listen, he's adding eco and he's adding navy. And I know that everything hasn't been exactly perfect, but this is essentially what you want to do on this map. For red, he added eco, but he hasn't been adding navy. And when he added eco, a lot of that was villagers with fishing ships. You could also add fish traps back here if you want to. If you don't want to redock, like I said, you could add fish traps, and that's better than farms. Oh, God, red. Okay, here goes the transport. Now, I think it'd be better to send Vills into the transport. He's got the ranges at home, but send these two Vills and the scout into the transport. That would be my suggestion. All right. Blue's still using that one dock to produce longboats all the time, and also using both TCs to produce Vills. This is good. We're starting to see the 800 elo now from blue. Red wasn't really able to take advantage of a strong position. Because there's no doubt in my eyes that red should have overwhelmed on water. He's got 5 docks on the front. He's not producing out of them. He needs more gold income. Or even just to sell some of that wood to get gold. You know, these are the things that matter. And, oh no! Wait, red made fires. It's almost like red sensed this. He's got fires back here now. Wow, great job, red. Great job. I don't see blue being able to really micro down all the fishing ships. I also don't see him being able to micro down both these fires because he doesn't have bodkin. I think if he micros this perfectly, there's going to be something else that's really, really wrong with this situation. And so, yeah, he's running away. He sees the fishing ship, and he's... Oh, he's getting blocked by the fish! Holy crap! Actually, red is blocking himself. If anything, that hurts. Also, you want your fish traps to be as close to the docks as possible, people. Think of this as a farm for fish. You do not need to make your fish traps far away. You can make them right here. There you go. Right next to everything. Good move. Red will add TC number 3. And then the transport ship still doesn't really have a purpose. But that's because red got really distracted. All right. Can we talk about blue's walling right now? Blue, I have to give you credit, buddy. This looks really good. He has the outpost, so he will always have an idea if the enemy shows up. He has house walls in towards his buildings. He has fairly good, efficient food eco. Red is... Oh, God. Make him next to the docks. Okay, this reminds me of Tim in Hidden Cup 3 qualifier. That series I casted with MBL. But it's still not bad. Because there's 700 food of fish trap. It's just... Right now, it's just... I can't look. Anyways. Red is also making navy. And now red is sending villagers across. And he knew earlier that there was an open gap here. So I think he might drop a castle here. This is about to get spicy. No blacksmith upgrades for red. You need to get Fletching and Bodkin for those galleys. As he drops the vills off. And he goes in here to attack. But the fire galleys will be in a good spot to surround these units. And blue is trapped. Blue's best bet to get out of here is actually just attack. Don't try and flee. Just attack. And wow, red got lucky there. He got really lucky. Those fire ships, though, so strong. Because blue could have pulled back and he could have hit and run. But he got trapped between both of his docks there. I haven't seen anything like that in a while. And now we have a TC for red. And can blue see this? No way! And he might not have noticed it either because he was microing here. Dang. I mean, he does have Auto Scout on the move. So it's possible that Auto Scout will spot that and then blue can do something about it. I still fear for red because blue is committing to longboats, which is one of the strongest units you can have on water. And he has blacksmith upgrades. And, oh, wow, okay, red's getting Fletching now. Also would really like to see red sort this out because these 30 villagers are pretty inefficient right now. And with Viking land eco, blue is probably going to imp faster, but I could be wrong. There's so many fish traps back here. Holy. Good job from red to keep the numbers up. Good job from him to camp the docks as well. Still feels like blue could micro it down because the longboats are getting to a dangerous number. And we have murder holes! Nice to see some murder holes action from blue. You never know when someone's going to rush your castle or your tower, so better safe than sorry, I guess. Where's his university at? Oh, here. Well, ballistics would be really helpful. All right. And we still have more house walls here from blue just in case the landing comes in. I think the strategy is he's almost baiting red to come in here. He's like, bring it on. Those fish traps paying off for red as he takes out a dock, and blue maybe a little overwhelmed right now. And red dropping a castle here, guys. Red is dropping a castle. I think he believes he's been spotted, and he has been by blue. I don't know if blue's actually spotted it himself, but his scout walked through there. Heated shot coming up. We might see heated shot. Oh, man. Red has really turned it around. Good job. Has the production coming in now. That was my only worry for him, is that he would... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here come the longboats. And there's no navy for red. Blue, stop a couple of them here, a couple of them here, and a couple of them here, and just feast. Feast up. Oh, boy. This is amazing. And red realizes this and craps himself. Here comes the navy to deal with it. But what a great job from blue. Fight it all. Oh, yeah, that's right. Fight it all. Look at the villager difference now. What a huge turn of events. And the thing is, at this stage of the game, you want to invest into farms. And red really hasn't done that. But let's see if red can trap this army. I think the best thing for blue would be is to fight these two and run back this way. When he sees this, run back this way. Don't run back home. The instinct to run back home is not correct. Oh, no, E.T., don't go home. Oh. No. No, no, you could have run back the other way. Oh, he probably didn't know what was in the darkness. But wow, that was really good and really bad for both players in two entirely different ways. This is a really good game. I mean, whoever told me to do islands today was spot on. This is a really good game. But now Red, he is getting horse color, so that tells me he'll farm a little bit. He needs to do that. The 52 on wood is a problem. He's going to have wood for much longer than 4 hours, and he's going to need to call a doctor. Actually, that's not true. He doesn't have a lot of wood on his island. That would be Blue. I apologize. Okay. Now, Blue knows the castle's there now. I think that's why he's stonewalling. He's scared. He also lost his navy. As we see, heated shot! Yes, heated shot. Guys, heated shot actually pays off here. I still think it's ridiculously expensive when you need upgrades on other things, but heated shot means your castles and towers do more damage against ships. So we see that a lot in Lowy the Legends on land maps because people don't really know what it does. They think it's chemistry, but that's actually a beneficial upgrade. And credit to Blue for a very well-placed castle here. I still would have preferred this one be over here, but I think that's fine too. So to me, it looks very much like Blue is going to go land aggression now. Like he's going to go imp and try and push this back. And that will allow an opportunity for Red to maybe continue to control water. T90, you're yelling and screeching. Has my mom asking what the hell is wrong. Should I admit to her I've been watching you for hours or for almost a decade now? Wait. You're asking if you should tell her that you've been watching me? Wait, you haven't been watching me for a decade? Oh, you said half a decade. I'm dumb. Say, Mom. Wait, is she listening to this? If you're at your family's house and this is on the TV, I got to make sure I don't make any jokes that might offend your mother. Can you tell me if she's listening? Because if she's not, if she is, she's a wonderful lady, okay? And she's raised a wonderful son who's a wonderful mod and very supportive of my channel. And I mean all those words. I can't actually confirm if she's a wonderful lady, but I imagine she has to be. She won't get the joke. How dare you? How dare you? She would get the joke. Okay, that tower is taking out the ship so fast. Heated shot is strong. There's no guard tower, no bracer, no chemistry. There's a lot of upgrades missing. And yeah, as expected, we have Blue trying to address this area on the right of his island. Not sure why we see a TC here for Red, but he is dropping the TC. And we're already seeing the wood problems for him. But thankfully for him, he is taking some wood over here at Blue's Island, but I don't really see how he can protect his castle right now. Oh, wow, he's adding more fishing ships and sending them manually back to the fish traps right now. I guess that's worth it. All right, barracks now for Red, so maybe he's thinking of champion or something. Saracens can kind of do it all, but I wasn't expecting champion to be the play. Especially because Blue is going for berserks here, and berserks will wreck champions. Okay, chemistry's on the way. I think Blue is in the better position as long as he can get docks up. He's going to mop this up. In theory, he's going to mop this up. He's going to have more wood on his island. And he needs to catch up on Navy, but I think that is somewhat doable for him. Oh, God. Okay, so there you go. Blue was losing units to the castle. Maybe should just fall back. And Red is going to be desperate to try and hold this, but I don't think Man-at-Arms and Mameluke is going to be enough. Also, Red could steal this relic. Oh, there's a tower there. Maybe not. So yeah, now Red's focus is also on land. So both players are focused on the land. And then they'll eventually shift back to water at some point. They're 800 elo. They're not able to do everything at once. Yeah, and again, berserks are just better than champion. It does bother me, though, that Blue only went in with one trip. And he's fighting underneath the castle constantly, which is a big issue. Because the castle's affected by all the upgrades the ships are affected by. So it's pretty strong. Maybe I was wrong. This castle not producing anything to help out. Oh, we have a transport. We have a transport. Wait a second, Blue. Wait a second. There's Navy here. Abort, 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 abort. Hey, we'll fall back to his castle. Red might not be focused here, and Red might actually come into the castle fire. Let's see. Blue, back over to here. Back away. Okay, he's not backing away, but he has Bracer, so he's actually winning the fight anyways. And now the Treb goes down to Mamelukes. The Memalukes. Wow. Well done, Red. And well done, Blue. We have ourselves a competitive game here. Okay, so priority number 1 for Red right now, make more buildings. If you want to hold this, you need more buildings here. Right away. For Blue, I think pressuring on Red's land would be a good idea. And making more Navy is definitely the right play here. So he's going to clear this. I believe he's going to drop a castle because he has the stone. I think he's going to use 4 villagers to drop a castle on Red's island. He might think he's okay now, but Red's coming in with these ships, and we'll see how that works out. So there are the additional buildings. There's the additional longswords. Again, Saracens get champion, so I would say making champion would be good. But get the upgrade, and Blue sees this, and Blue backs away. But Red is missing Galleon. Saracens don't get fast fire ship, or if they do, I don't even think that's the play. I forget, honestly. They do get Galleon, and they do get Bracer, and they do get Chemistry. So Blue has the very strong units here. And Blue is going to drop a castle. The best thing Red can do is just drop a zone right next to it. Blue doesn't know what's over here. He sees a villager, and he's going to drop a castle. Red, if you notice this, it's not the end of the world. Just drop your own castle right next to it, okay? This is what Red can see. He's microing his galleons. He doesn't see it. He's getting two-handed swordsman. He does not see it. This might actually tell him this is happening because he's going to get attacked on the wood line. So he'll look at this area possibly. Okay, now he'll look. Now drop your own castle immediately. Right in front of this. Oh. It's like if you forget to build an exit path from one of your rides in Roller Coaster Tycoon and then everyone complains and they puke everywhere. Oh. Well, Blue is in an amazing spot now. Blue is in an amazing spot. Because he can take out all the fishing ships. Because there's no Navy from Red. And Red is pop-capped right now. Red is going to be fighting against Elite Berserk. Which completely wrecks Champion. Even though Champion's one of your better options. And Blue can make Berserks and Trebs from over here. So Red is just like behind in 3 different ways all of a sudden. And Red is having wood issues. So, I mean, if Blue is able to max out on Berserk upgrades and just push this, I think it's over now. I think Blue has done it, despite the population differences. So I think that Red became too focused here. Didn't switch back into water focus. That's his concern in this game. It's not like he didn't have the resources. It's not like he didn't have the dogs. But man, Berserk's just shred. Berserk's absolutely shred. Maybe he needs to get the final armor upgrade, though. Because the castle does have Bracer. Okay, Red, where's your Navy, buddy? He's making the wrong unit as well. It's like that one engagement earlier where the fire ships did something great for him. Made him think fire ships are the play. But fire ships are not the play here. I think you need galleons. Does anyone know if Saracens get fast fire? Because, I mean, if they do, then at least get fast fire ship, which is an upgrade. But water maps are confusing, man. A lot of people don't know water maps. But again, like, even if you know... Oh, he says, oops. Oops. That's funny. I feel like even if you know infantry, you should know champion exists at least. Yeah, Blue doesn't say anything to the oops. Can we get some oops in chat? But I think Red is realizing, oops, I've thrown this game or I've lost this game. I don't know what to do in this game. The villagers are getting wrecked. The Berserks come forward. I almost want Blue to lose this because he continues to trickle trap, which is such a big concern for him. He's giving red a chance to react. Showing up with 4 trebs here would mean that he would take that castle out and red wouldn't have a chance to react, but instead he's showing up with 1. But even still, it looks like blue has done the right thing this game. Prioritized the right water unit and stuck with it. Got the upgrades. And then got the landing in when he controlled things. And he can take the stone. He can take the gold. He can take the wood here. He's repairing his 1 treb. All right, red. Come on, buddy. You can do it. We can't let a trickle trebber win. Okay? We cannot let a trickle trebber win. Where's your navy? Okay. Well, never mind. It looks like the trickle trebber's going to win. Guys, I have seen a lot less trickle trebbing, though. I feel like a lot of people have heard my advice over the last year about going in with more than 1 treb. Because red's going to take that treb, and he's just going to stall it out, and blue's going to be like, ugh! And he's going to make 1 more treb, and he's going to do the exact same crap. But yeah, it doesn't matter. The berserks here are going to completely overrun red, and the longboats here are going to take out the docks. And red still has resources, but red doesn't know what to do with them. Blue's going to add a red's going to add a town center here. What? There's the treb. God, that bothers me so much. Thrashinator. Like, this is the 3rd instance which he's going to try to go in with 1 treb. You'd think after the 2nd time you'd go in with 2 at least. I mean, if Champion were to come in, and red really needs to realize that one of the best things about Saracens is their market, and sell that wood. But if Champion were to come in, like, maybe he could push the Berserks. I just don't think so. Berserk is just a better infantry unit than a Champion. Better stats. And yeah, red is going to be pop-capped because all the houses are going down, and these problems will just continue. Yeah, I'm with you, Eric. I love the Vikings. I love how they're great on water, and they're also great on land. If you were to play with 1 civilization across Arabia, islands, Nomad, let's see. I was going to say Black Forest for the memes, but let's say Black Forest. And then what's another staple? Arena. Vikings might actually be the best civ to play on all those maps. Like, think about it. Vikings are not awful on Arena. They're actually really good with the mini boom. They're not awful on Nomad. They're top tier on Arabia. They are top tier on islands. Black Forest, maybe a little questionable. I don't know. GG. Well played, Blue. That was a really entertaining game. There was a lot of back and forth in that game where players would have to figure out something was happening and adapt and or make a tech switch ahead of time. And Blue was just simply better at balancing the land and balancing the water. Like, as he was about to push land, or actually, I guess it was right after he lost his first treb, he started to go back on water. And red did not have the water mass that he needed. So I don't think this game had to do anything with the island configuration, even though I think it was highly unfair. I think the biggest thing here was the fact that Blue made more Navy, and he committed to upgrades on the Navy. And I think red solves this problem. I mean, just to help a guy out here, I think red solves this problem if he simply just overwhelms in early stages. Like, what was it? 18 minutes? Okay, so it wasn't 18 minutes. Sorry, I have... Here, look, 5 docks, okay? 5 docks, both in castle. Against 1 dock. This should never... Blue should never, ever, ever in any world dominate on water here. Ever. Get the War Galley upgrade. You just pull a couple of these villagers that are on wood and send them to gold. And your 5 docks just continually queue galleys. Blue, because of the way he played this, played into the TC in 1 dock. So if you don't win water from him, then his eco will eventually be pretty solid. But I mean, all of red's problems just came from not committing to water. Like, he had more docks than he did galleys in the Castle Age. then that's a sign that that's a problem for him. And that's an easy fix. And then Blue's going to learn some hard lessons. Blue's not going to have any water control. Blue won't be able to take away the fish boom, which had Red so far ahead. And then, it's just a different game. So I hope that helps people. I hope people enjoyed that. I know that Islands is something that I don't typically upload. In the end, you can see in that game that there was more wood and stone collected by Red, and there was more food and more gold collected by Blue. But again, opportunities for Red he didn't take. Good job from Blue to come back, though. It was great to see Berserks and Elite Longboats in that game.